I think we can all agree that sometimes a really well done YA fantasy book or series can be even better than adult fantasy. These are some YA fantasy books that I think are just as good, if not better, than a lot of adult fantasy books out there right now. Raybearer is a West African inspired fantasy series that follows a girl as she competes to be one of the crown prince's chosen council, but she has been cursed by the woman who raised her to kill the crown prince. The world building is insane in this book. The descriptions are so beautiful and like decadent. I felt like I could smell and taste the surroundings. This series is so underrated. I'm mad about it, but moving on. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. If you know, you know. This is a trilogy about a teenage girl who was raised by chimera, who are like these monstrous creatures. She lives in the human world, but is often sent on tasks by her chimera family to go and collect teeth. All sorts of teeth, animal teeth, human teeth, and then these teeth are turned into wishes. There's also angels, and in the background, a war going on between the angels and the chimera, and it just gets more interesting from there. This story is so unique. I have yet to read any other book that matches its freak, for lack of a better word. Some of the best writing I've read in YA. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but An Ember in the Ashes is like the best YA fantasy series of all time. 4 epic books inspired by the Roman Empire, but filled with magic and mystery and blood and betrayal. Surprisingly for YA, these books can get kind of gruesome. This literally has one of the most hateable, frustrating villains I've ever read. Most of this is set in the Empire's elite military academy. We follow a girl who is working as a spy within the academy, and then one of the academy's most promising students. Trust me, if you haven't read this, just read it. Little Thieves is my most recent YA obsession. Admittedly, this does read kind of YA at certain parts, but that doesn't bother me because it's so good. This is about a girl who is the goddaughter of Death and Fortune, and she is currently masquerading as the princess of this city, and nobody knows that it's her. She is doing scams, she's doing cons, she's very Kaz Brecker coded, but she finds herself having to break free of a curse, and antics ensue. This is so funny and so fun, but also has a great found family that I'm obsessed with.